Alright guys, this is just to show the variance in ticks damage that I get from the rupture explosion. So I'm gonna do a test here, a few tests, just to see the variance that I get in damage. So I have a Flay Barb with pretty much average bad gear. Just showing my gear quickly. Some tempers are not good, I have too much berserk damage. Alright, so I found that to increase the damage of the explosion, of course, if you have more strength, more damage, so I put 3 amethysts there just for the test. Also, the physical damage on the Rage of Aragot makes a difference, so my explosions are a little bit better since I have the double crit on the physical damage. And I found that also Ring of the Element, where you're in the good element, will produce more explosion damage. And what I wanted to show is that the variance in tick explosion, because Flay is getting buffed. It's Sunday here in Canada. Flay is getting buffed on Monday, so the single target damage will be even more. Will be even better. So the bottleneck when with this build is when you clear the trash. It's the explosion. So I wanted to know a little bit what could improve the explosion. Of course, getting strength GA everywhere would increase it. As you can see here, my bonus, you can check with your own bonus. My bonus is 400% with the strength that I have. I mean, I could go even better and I could remove those two rubies and put even more strength, but just for the test, because I wanted to show the variance in damage. So there's two things that I cannot explain. It's the variance in damage that I get from the ticks, and sometimes there's an AoE explosion. Flay is not AoE, and I don't have any AoE in my Paragon. Maybe I'm missing something, maybe I'm doing a mistake, but I cannot explain that sometimes if I hit the main target dummy with Flay, there's gonna be an AoE explosion that's gonna tick for around 200,000 ticks on the dummy, and is gonna give them vulnerable. Sometimes it does it, sometimes it does not. We thought maybe it could be the Blood Rage, but Blood Rage tooltip here says gaining 160% basic skill damage and movement speed. Is not talking about an AoE. And there's nowhere I see that there's an AoE. So let's do the test. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wait for a sun to start, and I'm gonna crank the damage on the flip for the entire duration of the sun, the entire duration of the moon, and when it turns to sun again, I'm gonna pop Warcry and do it. So let's go. So that's the first sun. You see the AoE? Look at the AoE, it just triggered. So that's the first sun, that's the first moon, so that's gonna be 14 seconds that I'm cranking it. When I'm in the sun, I'm gonna pop Warcry, and then Rupture. You see 60, 3 million, 2 million, 2 million a tick. You can pause the video to see. But I had not even half a million tick there, 1 million there, 2 million, 2 million or something. Well, this number can go to 3 million, 5 million, 7 million, and even 19 million. So, and a friend that has better gear than me even got it to 30 million a tick. So let's do another test with the sun here. Sun. So we're gonna crank it during the entire sun. You see there's no AoE now. Not yet. I don't know why. Now it's the moon. We crank it during the entire moon. Moon is over. We crank it up until Berserk is almost done. And then, oh, 10,000 here. 10 million, 10 million, 2 million, 8 million. And 3 million at the end. So, okay, so that's a variation. You see, we got 10 million now. So let it hand, and let's do the same test when it hands and the sun comes back. All right, an entire sun, 7 seconds. No AoE. You see, there's no AoE on the dummy. Didn't trigger. Don't know why. Don't know how. It's freaking voodoo. And then the sun, and then the rupture. 13 million here. 13, 11, 12. Okay, that's a good one. So we got 13 this one, and on all the dummies. All right, let's do another one. All right, sun, 7 seconds. No AoE on the dummy. You see, there's an AoE this time. An entire moon. Sun, pop war cry. We wait up until the berserk is almost done. See, 1,300,000, 3,000,000, 14 million. You see? You see the crazy variance? 14 million this time. Let's do another one. Entire moon. Gonna pop Warcry soon. Popping Warcry. Almost Berserk ends. Rupture. 16, 19, 20, 15. Oh, got my first 20 million. That's my all-time high. Got a 20 million tick this time. This is the second video that I'm making because in the other video I did 17 tests and I could not get more than 10 million. And the video was way too long. So I scrapped the video and I'm making another video, and now all of a sudden I'm getting 20 millions. I'm telling you, this is the second video I'm recording. The first video I did the test 17 times in a row. I could not get 20 million. And I had to scrap the video because the video was 15 minutes long and I could not get my results. It would have been too long for you to watch. Now let's do another one. Entire sun. An entire moon. Was a little late this one. 9, 14, not a million, not a million, 11. See, not even a million on this one, but 14 and 11. So that's another variance for you. Let's do another one. All right, full sun, 7 seconds. Full moon, 7 seconds. Popping Warcry soon. Warcry. Check-in Berserk. Almost Berserk ends. Rupture. Not a million, not a million. 5 million, 5 million. You see? You see the variance? Not a million, not a million. 5 and 5 million. Let's do another test. There's something with Rupture. It's kind of bugged. It doesn't give the same. There's a way in the calculation or a way with the build or something that I don't understand, but I don't. With the same test, I always get something different. Yes, I'm supposed to crit sometimes. Yes, gushing wood is supposed, but look, this is my this is my bad stats, by the way. 74% chance of crit. So you should see much more crit than not, and that's what we see. When we see 3 million, when it doesn't crit, it's probably when it's like half a million or like things like that. That's my damage. Vulnerable is still low, so you see my stats are not that great like, compared to other people that stream that have much more better stats. So that's my stuff here. armor over cap because I can't. I have to have two rolls, or else I'm missing armor without one roll, and that's. I need to fix that in my gear. I have two rolls of armor. I have one roll here on my pants, and I have a roll on my boots, or else I cannot make it to the cap. It's hard. So anyway, let's do another one. We're gonna wait for the sun. You see, no AOE on the dummy. Oh yes, you see AOE on the dummy. This one, okay. Full cycle of the moon. We're gonna pop Warcry. Gonna wait Berserk. Rupture. 1 million, 3 million, not a million, not a million. You see how crazy it is? We saw like 19 million just a minute ago. Alright, let's do another one. Alright. That's a full moon cycle. Gonna pop Warcry soon. Gonna let Berserk almost end. And Rupture. A million, a million, 2 million, 2 million. You see the variance? 2 million, not a million. Alright, let's try to get like a 10 million and plus like we just did. Come on, baby. Alright, full sun, full moon, Warcry, Berserk, and bam. Let's go. Hey, 17 here, 13, 8, 12. See the variance that I get? So I hope that I sh- that I showed what I wanted to see. There's a huge variance. It's weird the way a rupture gets calculated sometimes, because you would think that if you do the same test over and over, you would kind of get the same results. But as I can see, let's do a last one. As I showed, sometimes you get 3 million, sometimes 5, sometimes 13, sometimes 19. That's with my gear. If you do it with your gear and you put all amethyst in the sockets, if you have a triple, a GA here, if you have a GA on physical damage here and you have a triple, me, I don't have a GA and I have a double. If you have a GA and a triple, that's going to skyrocket, that's going to improve your damage. And of course, if you got more vulnerable, my friend has better gear than me. He has more vulnerable, more crit, more strength GA everywhere, and he was able to get 30 million tick on the explosion. All right, so let's do a last one. Let's just wait for a sun. All right, full moon. Gonna pop Warcry soon. Oh, we got AOE on the dummies. 4 mil, 6 million, 5, 6, not a million. You see these ones? They were 6, around 6, weirdly. Alright, let's do a last one. I'll end the video. It's already too long. Alright, the sun. 7 seconds of sun. 7 seconds of moon. Gonna pop Warcry soon. Gonna let Berserk almost end. And Rupture. 13, 1, not a million, barely a million. This one was 13. So I just wanted to show the variance, the way it's coded. It doesn't produce the same result with the same test. Either it crits or not. So you would think you would always get the same results, but you don't. Maybe somebody can explain it. And by the way, for all the bash Barb out there, Flay is much more fun, and all is because of this item there. That the lucky hit reduce your cooldown. So as you're less tanky, but as you rupture everything, all your cooldown refreshes. So it's much more dynamic. You're always mashing buttons. You always it's really good. You should try Flay. If you're a Bash Barb, you follow Rob, Bash Barb, Bleed Barb with Grandfather or whatever, all that. Try Flay. You're gonna have a blast with this build, and it's huge on bosses. You go on the boss and you remove huge chunk of life on the boss because of the Flay damage, and it's getting buffed on Monday, like three big buffs. So it's gonna be really nice for Flay Barb. So have a good week, Barbs, and Barb for life. Ciao.